and then whenever you're ready after the clap.
Hello, my name is Tom Ellis. I'm privileged to serve as the chair of the Board of Trustees at Royce-Moore School, but I'm also a parent of two children at Royce-Moore, Hannah in the 7th grade and Thomas in the 5th grade. A few days ago, you should have received a letter from fellow parent and board trustee member Jennifer French asking you to consider supporting both the annual giving campaign and the capital campaign of Royce-Moore School. As a fellow parent, I ask that you seriously consider making your most generous gift if you haven't done so already. As you may be aware, the tuition we pay at Royce-Moore, like virtually every other independent school, covers only a portion of the cost. As you may be aware, the tuition we pay at Royce-Moore School does not fully cover the annual cost of educating our students. I'm going to do that again. As you may be aware, the tuition we pay at Royce-Moore, like virtually every other independent school, does not fully cover the annual cost of educating our children.
Can you see it right there? Because I can probably get it. If you can look down and see it, it's out of view right now.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And one thing I'd say that might be effective is try just picking up and like you're talking to someone, so not as much, not even as much formal, but just, hey, we got to do this together.
All right, let me see how that goes. Hello, my name is Tom Ellis. I'm chair of the Board of Trustees at Royce-Moore School, but I'm also the parent of two young children, Hannah in the 7th grade and Thomas in the 5th grade. A few days ago, you should have received a letter from another parent and a fellow board member, Jennifer French, asking you to consider supporting both the annual giving campaign and the capital campaign of Royce-Moore School. I hope that you will take this time to seriously consider making your most generous gift if you haven't done so already. As you may be aware, the tuition that we pay at Royce-Moore does not fully cover the annual cost of educating our children. And so, we're left to necessarily rely upon our annual giving campaign in order to fill that gap and allow us to continue our mission of inspiring excellence and celebrating individuality. And it was in the furtherance of this same mission that we undertook to acquire and are now moving into a new campus at 1200 Davis Street in Evanston. We were fortunate to have some very we are fortunate to have had We're fortunate to have had some generous benefactors to get us to the point of realizing the vision of a new campus. But in order to completely we have been fortunate to have had generous benefactors to have helped us. Let me just start so I get the whole thought together.
Yeah.
It was in the furtherance of the same mission that we recently undertook to acquire and are now moving into a new campus at 1200 Davis Street in Evanston. We were lucky to have had some generous benefactors to make that vision a reality. But to truly complete the vision, we are going to need the it was in the furtherance of this same mission that we recently acquired and are now moving into a new campus at 1200 Davis Street in Evanston. And we were very fortunate as a school to have had some gracious benefactors to take that vision and make it a reality. But in order to truly complete that vision, we're going to need the full support of the entire Roycemore community, including you. So I ask again that you please take a moment and look at the letter that Jennifer French had forwarded to you and seriously consider your best and most generous gift to Roycemore School. It's a good thing to do, and it's the right thing to do, and it will benefit many generations of children to come. Thank you. That was horrible.
Let's look toward this one. I think this would be a good angle. I think we'll be able to get some. And just same thing, just really try to flow and even.
I'm trying to remember the points. 1 is the introduction, 2 is the letter, 3 is the annual, 4 is the capital, and 5 is closing.
And just have fun. I think you really grip people when you smile and when you say, "Hey, this isn't easy. We gotta do it together." And
okay, maybe I should have you do it. Okay, are you ready or are you?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hello, my name is Tom Ellis, and I'm privileged to serve as the chair of the Board of Trustees of Roycemore School. But in addition to being the board chair, I'm also the parent of 2 young children at Roycemore, Hannah in the 7th grade and Thomas in the 5th grade. A few days ago, you should have received a letter from another parent and a fellow board member, Jennifer French, asking you to consider a gift to both the annual giving campaign and the capital campaign of Roycemore School. I hope that you'll take this opportunity to review that letter and consider making your best and most generous gift in response to that letter. As you may be aware, the tuition that we pay at Roycemore does not fully cover the annual cost of educating our children. As you may be aware, the tuition that we pay at Roycemore School, like virtually every other independent school in the nation, does not fully cover the annual cost of educating our children. And in order to fill that gap, we necessarily rely upon the annual giving campaign. That annual giving is what allows us to close that gap and continue to serve our mission of inspiring excellence and celebrating individuality. It was in the furtherance of this same mission that we undertook to acquire and are now moving into a new campus at 1200 Davis Street in Evanston. We were lucky along the way to have some generous benefactors to make that vision a reality, but the vision's not complete yet. And in order to truly complete that vision, we have to in order to fully complete that vision, we need the support of our entire Roycemore community, including you. So again, I ask that you please take this opportunity and consider what you can do So again, I ask that you please take this opportunity and consider the best gift that you can make to Roycemore School in furtherance of its mission. That's not good. So again, I ask that you please take this opportunity and consider what you can do to make a meaningful gift to Roycemore School, to both its annual giving campaign and its capital campaign. It's a good thing to do, it's the right thing to do, and it'll benefit many generations of children to come. Thank you.
Good. Let's try one more quick take through and just, again, take it as easy. I'm going to bring this over there, and we'll do them both from this angle
It's a
here.
little stiff, but
and we'll do them both at the same time. But
it's actually easier for me standing up in front of a crowd than
Yeah.
having this stuff in my face.
I believe it. I believe it. I'm the same way.
Because then you can read people's faces and you know what they're thinking, and you can get you know, this is harder.
That's what I try to do whenever I'm watching someone speak publicly.
Yeah.
I try to like make eye contact and be like, oh yeah. Because when I speak to a room, same thing. Whether I'm speaking, that's probably the hardest thing is when I'm speaking to a group of people and they all sit there and they're just blank staring at me. I'm thinking, oh man, and I go on and I go on and go on. Whereas all you need to do is just have that one little nod and you're good to go.
Yeah.
So look.
And a little